Hello and a very good evening to you, Puan Intan.
Hi, good evening to you too, Anom,
How are you
and
today?
Sabrina and Eddie, right? Yes, I'm good, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. All right. Thank you so much for making time to join our interview today. We appreciate your help.
Okay, no worries.
Okay. So I think to avoid wasting any time, I think we can just get straight into the questions. Is that okay with you?
Yes, I'm fine with that. Please proceed.
All right. So Sabrina, if you would like to take the lead.
Alright, hi Intan.
Hi, Sabrina.
Alright, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and why did you choose to carry out this diet?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me today. Okay, so my name is Intan Mahamad and I'm turning 48 next month. I'm founder of KETOLICIOUS, which is a bakery that produces keto-friendly food. I actually choose to do this diet because I wanted to change my lifestyle and to live healthier. Well, basically, diabetes is something that runs in the family, so I wanted to take the right prevention steps to avoid it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's very interesting. So you chose to do keto diet for health reasons,
Yep,
not to lose weight or anything, right?
yeah,
I see,
exactly.
I see. Okay, Sabrina, you can proceed.
Alright, such a very nice answer. Right. We know that keto is a low carb and high fat based diet. Some people would feel miserable and eventually give up. We understand that you are supposed to keep your carbs under 5% of your total calorie intake for the day. So, was it easy for you to control your carb intake or was it more tempting than ever?
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, to be honest, it was very difficult for me. Obviously, as a Malay, it's almost impossible, for us to go a day without rice, and it was the same for me. So there are other things like bread and noodles that I always craving, and it didn't help that when my husband and kids would eat those things around me all the time.
Mm, so you're the only one in your household that does the diet?
Yes,
I,
exactly.
I see.
As for now,
Oh, okay, okay. All right.
alright, that's interesting. Uh, how did you come to learn about keto diet?
Um, well, to be frank, actually, I found keto diet by accident. Before I learned about keto, I was doing Atkins diet, which basically requires me to count my calories. I was scrolling through Facebook until I noticed a bunch of different diets in the tag, and one of them was keto. So I looked it up. From then, I found out that keto was so much easier to do. So I gave up Atkins and moved to keto instead. Mm.
So
Mm,
it's like goodbye Atkins, hello keto diet.
Yep, exactly.
Right. Okay. So we know that practicing a diet like keto and exercising frequently are both considered popular cultures.
Mm.
As a woman of your age, why do you choose to diet instead of working out?
Okay, to put it simply, I'm getting quite old. So even when I started this diet about 2 years ago, I wasn't in the best physical condition and I was overweight. So it's actually not good to immediately start heavy workouts when you are too heavy at this age because it can cause joint pain. So I thought it would be better to pursue this diet and lose a good amount of weight first before I try working out and getting fit. So keto diet is perfect for people my age who can't do extreme physical activities. Mm,
that's very interesting and actually quite a good point to make.
yeah.
All right, okay. We proceed to the following questions. Rusyaidi.
All right. So thank you. For the next question, there is a common stereotype where people claim that dieting instead of exercising is easy way out to losing weight, and those who diet are considered lazy. What do you think of this stereotype?
Well, I don't like that kind of stereotype because I don't think it's true. Like I said earlier, dieting isn't just about losing weight, it's about living a healthier lifestyle. So there are plenty of people who are not dieting to lose weight. There are people who are diabetic, people who have high blood sugar levels, or people who are allergic to gluten. So those are all good reasons to do a diet like keto, and losing weight is more like a bonus side effect. So people who stereotype others that diet probably never thought that through because they are not suffering any problems like that.
Thank you. I think you got some points there. For the next question, people tend to judge others based on their own observations. How would you feel if you were regarded as someone who is desperate to lose weight?
How would I feel? I think I would be very upset, especially if someone said something like that right in front of me. I don't think that's losing weight and being slimmer is nice, but I'm not desperate. I have plenty of cheat days when I eat carbs and sugar like nobody's business, you know? So, other than that, I'll just continue my diet. And then doing keto diet doesn't have to be a constant struggle. For me, it's just like maintenance. It helped me with self-control.
True, true. And for my last question, which how did the keto community influence you to pursue the keto diet?
Um, the keto community in Malaysia is quite large. There are a lot of different Facebook, WhatsApp, and Telegram groups focuses on keto that I was able to join when I first started. Everyone in those groups were always super friendly and helpful. They give me tips and advice as a beginner. Well, their guidance made it a lot easier for me to understand the basic, and I did the rest of the research myself. I guess if I wasn't for the positive feedback and support from the community, I would lose inspiration pretty quickly, I think. But I'm lucky that it didn't happen.
It's good to know
Thank
that
you.
a lot of the other keto dieters are also very supportive, you know.
Yep. I'm glad to be around them actually.
I see. That's good then. Hopefully maybe I can also pursue keto with your help and everyone else's.
Of course, please, we can talk a lot more about this.
All right. Thank you so much. So, for my questions, Puan Intan, do identity factors such as age, race, and gender play any significant roles in the keto diet community? For example, are most of the people you know in the community also Malay women around your age,
Yep.
or are there men? You know, how are they being treated? Are there different races? Anything like that?
Okay. Interesting questions actually. Now that I think about it, a majority of my customers are Malay women. Some around the same age, some actually younger actually. There is also a small portion of men, usually the husbands of the woman. Other than that, I have a handful of Chinese customers, but barely any Indian. I do have one from Thailand that I remember.
Oh, I see.
And yeah, and that's actually not really any stigma against men who diet in our community because it's a good choice. My most loyal customer is actually a boy around your age. His name is Aiman, and everyone is very proud and impressed with his progress, you know. I think you should follow him as well.
Oh, okay, okay. So maybe after this you can drop his social media and we can check him out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to see him as well.
yep, you should.
Definitely.
I see, I see. Thank you for the answer. So, my next question. According to a US News and World Report, there is no scientific evidence that backs up keto being a good practice, as carbohydrates, as we know, are considered the most important part of a healthy diet, taking the largest section of the food pyramid, right? So, why do you continue to pursue this diet even with this kind of research being said?
I see. I think there is a common misconception with keto diet. People tend to think that it is strictly no carbs, but like you said, it's actually a low carbs and high fat diet, meaning that carbs are not forbidden. You just have to control your daily intake. I still continue this diet because I have done my research to know that it's safe for me and I never exert myself, especially if I'm not feeling well. But even now, I make my alternative for non-keto friendly food. So I eat as much as everyone else as well.
Right, right, that's good. So you have your own like alternative for bread and other carbs that you know usually are not keto friendly. You create your own version, is it?
Exactly. Yes, you are right.
I see, I see. That's interesting. So, I think for our final question, Based on the research we found on medicalnewstoday.com, the 2015 to 2020 Dietary Guidelines of Americans claim that over half the American population eat at least the recommended amount of carbs daily, and 70% of them exceeds the recommended amount of sugar. This has caused keto pursuers to face the keto flu, which is a common side effect from the sudden drop in carbs. Keto flu can include symptoms such as fatigue, vomiting, headaches, dizziness, and even constipation. So, did you actually experience any of these symptoms of the flu? And if so, how did you overcome it?
Well, I actually hear about this. In some cases, the side effect get quite bad for some people, but I think for me, Alhamdulillah, it was bearable. The worst keto flu symptom that I faced was in the early stages of ketosis. I was often sweating, even in the cold, and I felt like I was always about to get sick. I made sure I will drink a lot of and plenty of water every day, and take my electrolyte supplements lah, which really helped with fatigue.
I see, I see. So you've done all the research and you have like the necessary items to overcome the flu already.
Yeah, almost.
Okay. Alright. So technically if everyone takes the necessary steps, then they wouldn't have to worry about the keto flu, right?
Exactly. I think you know your body, you know what you need. You know that when you feel not well, then you have to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I see. I think we'll take your advice to heart as well. We should also drink lots of water, even if we stay inside all the time nowadays, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. That was actually all of our questions for you for today, Puan Intan. Thank you so
Okay.
much for answering all of them.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me again. And I hope you guys will join the keto team later.
All right. We will consider it
Inshallah.
Inshallah
definitely.
someday. Inshallah
Yes.
someday.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.